Every ship captain sailing the ancient Mediterranean knew that distinctive light. That brilliant, golden beacon meant safety, prosperity, and untold wealth. It meant Egypt owned the seas before you docked at port. It meant power and dominion over the waters. We call it one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. But that iconic label blinds us to a deeper truth. Beneath the spectacular facade and breathtaking grandeur lay something far more profound, a sophisticated machine meticulously built to command the sea and control the vast networks of global trade that connected distant. In 280 BC, every single trade route stretching from Greece all the way to Arabia had to pass through one remarkably narrow corridor. At its strategic center, the Ptolemies built something far more impressive and enduring than a simple lighthouse. They constructed a monument to human ambition and maritime dominance. An act of extraordinary engineering power that fundamentally rewired global trade routes for 6 remarkable centuries. A pivotal decision that profoundly redefined what it truly meant to rule, govern, and dominate the ancient world, establishing unprecedented commercial networks and consolidating imperial authority across vast. Before Alexandria, Egypt's treacherous coastline terrified Mediterranean sailors. With no natural harbors or landmarks to guide navigation, seafarers faced an impossible challenge. The Nile Delta became a notorious graveyard of shipwrecks for centuries, as vessels were dashed against hidden sandbars and when Alexander the Great walked this coast in 331 BC, he saw something remarkable: a door. One engineered with precision to funnel the vast wealth of 3 continents through a single, strategically positioned city. A vision of unprecedented commercial power. Alexandria was designed with meticulous precision. Every single street, every carefully engineered harbor basin carved deliberately from the empty, desolate coast. At its grand entrance stood the magnificent linchpin that held the entire intricate system together, a structure of immense architectural and Sostratus of Cnidus understood that a lighthouse was far more than merely functional. It was an undeniably powerful political statement and enduring monument to human ambition. He strategically hid his name within the foundation stone, boldly betting that such magnificent, enduring architecture would ultimately outlast any king or emperor. Before construction began, Ptolemy's engineers faced an unprecedented problem. The island of Pharos sat nearly a kilometer offshore, separated by treacherous waters. Transporting massive stone blocks and workers across this distance required ingenious solutions.
The weather looks fine for a sail.
They built the Heptastadion. An impressive and monumental 1,260-meter causeway stretching majestically across the Mediterranean waters. This remarkable engineering feat created 2 distinctly separate and specialized harbors, one strategically positioned for naval defense and military. By strategically splitting the bay into zones, engineers separated military and commercial traffic. Warships occupied the east in a secure corridor, while merchant vessels operated to the west. Every vessel entering these waters was catalogued, taxed, and controlled, ensuring order and efficient maritime. Every grain ship, spice trader, and merchant vessel passed through Egypt's strategic gates, carefully taxed and thoroughly inspected. This was not hospitality, it was a massive, elaborate toll booth, a sophisticated checkpoint system methodically extracting wealth and resources from every single transaction moving through these vital. In 1994, archaeologist Johnny Vemperor discovered massive stone blocks scattered across the seafloor, some weighing over 70 tons. The scattered remains of the ancient Pharos lighthouse lay silent, witnesses to the forces of nature that toppled this magnificent structure. The massive square base anchored against storm surge. The octagonal middle section deflected Mediterranean gales. The cylindrical top minimized force exposure from all directions. Each tier solved a specific environmental threat through ingenious structural design. Inside the base, a grand spiral ramp wide enough for 2 pack animals walking side by side. Every single night, teams of donkeys and mules hauled heavy loads of wood upward along the winding path to the fire platform at the summit. The lighthouse demanded constant, tireless human operation and vigilant maintenance throughout. Ancient writers describe a bronze mirror projecting fire across 50 kilometers.
For sale.
Modern physicists confirm a parabolic reflector could achieve that range. It was an early directed energy system using focused beam technology to ignite distant targets with precision. By day, the mirror reflected brilliant rays across vast distances. Ancient sailors reported seeing a blinding flash long before land appeared. The Pharos was a remarkable beacon, ingeniously engineered for continuous operation day and night, guiding countless vessels through the Mediterranean. Alexandria transformed into the largest grain market in the ancient world. Merchant ships from across the Mediterranean sought out the Egyptian coast. The magnificent Pharos lighthouse transformed a deadly shore into Earth's busiest port, welcoming countless vessels from every corner of the known world. Every ship that entered the harbor paid substantial customs duties, sometimes reaching 25 to 50% of the cargo's total value. By controlling approximately 30 to 40% of all Mediterranean trade routes, those impressive tariff rates accumulated into truly extraordinary wealth and The Pharos of Alexandria was a vital strategic asset for the Ptolemaic navy. Observers stationed atop this 130-meter tower spotted enemy fleets hours away, providing advance warning for war galleys. It represented history's first sophisticated surveillance network, revolutionizing naval. The Ptolemies understood what strategists still debate: power is perception. Every foreign ambassador saw the magnificent Pharos first. A towering statement in stone and fire before diplomacy began. This visual dominance established Alexandria's supremacy before a word was spoken. Sostratus carved his name into the stone foundation, then sealed it under plaster bearing Ptolemy's royal name. Stone endures eternally. Centuries later, as the protective plaster crumbled away, it revealed his hidden name and clever bid for immortality preserved in Earth's most magnificent structure. The Pharos sparked an unprecedented arms race reshaping the ancient world. Rhodes, Ostia, and cities across the Greek world rushed to construct their own lighthouses, each striving to match Alexandria's beacon. The Ptolemies had invented an entirely new strategic asset that transformed navigation, commerce. What if everything was wrong? The Great Library of Alexandria stood majestically near the harbor. The Ptolemies seized scrolls from every docking ship. The lighthouse funneled vessels inward. One gateway harvested both trade and civilization itself. When Julius Caesar arrived in 48 BC, Rome's most powerful man was stunned by the magnificent Pharos of Alexandria. The great conqueror, accustomed to extraordinary engineering, paused in wonder at this towering lighthouse. The structure showcased the brilliant achievements of Ptolemy's engineers on the island. Caesar knew the Pharos was a strategic fortress of immense power. During the Alexandrian War, he seized the island personally, launching a naval assault. His troops drowned in the chaotic waters below. Caesar barely escaped with his life. Both sides understood the lighthouse. Rome absorbed Egypt in 30 BC and never touched the Pharos. The engineering was too brilliant to dismantle, too profitable to abandon. 3 powerful earthquakes in 956, 1303, and 1323 destroyed what storms could not. When Sultan Qaitbay arrived, only foundations remained.